If you're looking for the best copy trading bot to use on your phone or in Telegram, then look no further than Trade Wiz. Trade Wiz is a Telegram-based copy trading bot that's fast, free, and has the best features to maximize your gains. And in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly how to set it up for maximum profit. I'm gonna show you why it's the best trading bot to use on Telegram or on the go. And I'm gonna show you two new features that they just dropped, which may just change the copy trading game forever. These features are so powerful, and one of them I haven't seen anywhere else. The bot connects directly to a web-based platform if you'd like to do your trading on the computer as well. And in this video, I'll show you everything and more. So whether on the phone or on the desktop, you can take your copy trading game to the next level, regardless of the state of the macro market. Bitcoin is dumping, Sol is dumping, but I am still printing money daily copy trading. And I'll show you exactly what I'm doing in this video and how I'm using Trade Wiz to do just that. If that sounds good to you, then smash that like button and let's get started. All right, welcome everyone. Today we're going to talk about Trade Wiz. If you found this video because you are looking for the best copy trading bot to use on your phone or on Telegram or while you're on the go, then I can say with confidence, out of all the bots that I've used, out of all the people that I've talked to on Discord over the last 6 months, for mobile copy trading, for on-the-go copy trading, for Telegram copy trading, Trade Wiz is the best option. And in this video, I'm going to show you everything you need to know. I'm going to teach you all of the settings, how to set everything up, and talk about the brand new features which they just dropped, which I think are changing the copy trading game forever. So first of all, if you're new to Trade Wiz and you've never used it, the link to the official bot, whether you want to sign up on Telegram or on the web, both links can be found in the description below. There are always fake copy trading bots out there. Do not just go into Telegram and search Trade Wiz, because you might find the wrong one. Always use the official links when you're dealing with money, just to be safe. Now, whether or not you want to sign up through the Telegram app or the web app, regardless of what you sign up with, they will both be linked together. You see my wallet address here. It will be the same wallet address that I use when I click this button to open the web app, which is this. Any trades you set up in here will automatically sync to Telegram. You'll get the notifications on your phone. You will get your pretty win cards when you start winning. And if you set up a copy trade online, you can come in and change the settings or pause it in the app at any time. Now for this video, I'm using an old wallet that I haven't traded with, so I wouldn't recommend trying to copy trade me. But later I'll show you exactly where to find incredible wallets to copy trade so you can make the most of this incredible bot. Because your bot is only half the battle. It's actually only 10% of the battle. What really matters is what wallets you are copying. All right, so use the link in the description. That's going to bring you to this bot. I'm going to assume that you're going to do so in Telegram. When you first get started on the Telegram app, it's going to create a fresh wallet for you, and it's going to give you your private key. Save your private key, ideally import it into Phantom, and store it somewhere safe just in case you lose access to your phone or you get banned from Telegram or something, and also for some reason you can't access the web app. Then you can simply access your funds through Phantom, or if you get a new phone or a new Telegram account, you can simply import your old wallet. Then you've got your wallet address. All you need to do now is copy it and send some Solana to it from your favorite exchange. As soon as you do that, just come back, re-hit the start button, and it's going to load your balance. Now let's set up some trading. I'm going to go ahead and assume that you have some wallets to copy. We'll talk about where to find wallets to copy later, but for now we'll just go through setting up a copy trade. So what I like to do is I do like to use the web app when setting up my copy trades at home. Then I manage them from my phone through the app. Okay, so what I do is I'll show you how to do it in the web app, and then later I'll show you how to do the exact same thing right in Telegram in case you are on your go and only have your phone. So what I do like to do is I open up the copy trade web app from the Telegram app, and that will bring me to my dashboard. Up here you've got some tabs. One is called Smart Money. It's just a set of wallets. I don't know too much about this. They look like mostly KOLs. I'm probably not interested in those. Then you've got the copy trade tab. You've got your trade settings. So these are going to be your base trade settings, and it's good to set this up so you don't have to do it every single time when you do a copy trade. So first you can set your trade settings, and then these trade settings will automatically be applied to every copy trading tab. So here you have your portfolio. Any tokens you are holding, you will see here, and you will be able to to, at any time, sell any amount of them manually if you choose. Okay, so let's head to our trade settings. I'm going to set up my trade settings so then they are automatically applied to all my tasks. So when it comes to slippage, don't listen to what anyone says on YouTube. You need to keep your slippage low if you want to win in copy trading. I can't stand when I see YouTubers saying use a very high slippage so you make sure you get into trades. That's how you make sure that you lose money. Honestly, I don't want to get into trades unless I'm going to get into trades that I'm going to win. But if you have a different strategy that works for you, that's fine. I keep my slippage low. Same thing for pump. There's no difference. Sell slippage, I want it to be a little bit higher. I don't care how high it is, to be honest, because I just want to make sure that I get out of the position. And that doesn't mean I'm going to sell at a 50% slippage, but just has room. This is my personal philosophy. And for what I'm doing for buying the dip on high market cap tokens, I really don't need to use a lot of fees, and I don't. I mean, I use really low fee because there's just no point in me wasting money on fees because I'm not trying to get in fast. I mean, they're buying up here. I'm trying to buy in the dip. I don't care about speed. I care about entry. And while Trade Wiz is one of the absolute fastest free copy trading bots, I've been using Trade Wiz for over a year, and I've been using it in conjunction with other bots, almost every bot out there. And it usually does beat out 90% of the other bots out there, even the fastest ones. It's very, very, very impressive how fast it is, but I personally just don't need speed. So if you do want speed, you can add a tip however much you want, like 0.1 Solana or something like that if you're sniping or doing something that you really need to get in fast, but I don't need a tip, so I don't use that. Auto sell, same thing for me. Sell pump slippage, whatever. Sell fee for saving money. I don't use MEV protection unless I'm buying low market cap tokens with extremely high amounts of money, and if I do start to see that I'm experiencing some MEV attacks, then I can come in and add these on there. But I'm just gonna save that, and now I'm going to come back to my copy trade section. All right, so now it's time to set up a copy trade. Let's go to copytraderr.com. Let's head to the tools and we'll grab a wallet real quick from the wallet drops. I don't know much about this wallet, haven't checked it out, but 85% win rate, 28% ROI, lots of trades in the last month. So we'll grab this one just to use for this sample, and we will click create new copy trade. Just going back to here, there's some settings here to buy each token only once. That means if you're trading with multiple traders and they're buying the same tokens, then you're only going to buy it one time. Alert mode, you can set your alerts that you get on your phone. You can do this here or in Telegram. You can exclude tokens. You can enter tokens that you know are no good, and you can pause your copy trades at all time, or just only copy the sells and pause the buy. So we'll click new copy trade. Come in here, we'll put our tag. We'll say wallet number 1. And then we'll put the wallet. I think we don't need a space there. And I'm pretty sure you could put more than one if you put a colon. Yeah, so I can put that there. I can put a colon if I wanted to. I can put another wallet if I wanted to run the same setup. But honestly, I'm creating a copy trading task. It's very rare that I ever have more than one wallet with the same settings, because every wallet is unique and needs its unique settings. If you're just loading in wallets all with the same settings, you're gonna lose. So let's go through all of these settings. It's not too bad. It might look a little complicated, but it's actually pretty simple. All right, there's so many different styles of copy trading, and so your settings are going to be different for each style. So let's just say, okay, this is my wallet here. So let's say you found my wallet and you just wanted to copy it when I bought and you wanted to sell whenever I sold. So let's just assume that scenario. What you would do is you would decide first, you have the options of how much you want to buy. So you have fixed copy amount, which is like, okay, I want to buy 0.4 Solana per trade, or you have a buy ratio where you say, okay, if my trader spends 2 Solana, then I'm only willing to spend 20% of what they're usually buying, and I'm willing to spend anywhere from 0.3 to 0.6 or something like that. This way, if the trader buys more of something, then they might have more conviction, so then you're going to buy more. And if they buy a small amount of something, then you're going to buy less. That's one thing that people like to do. And honestly, it's a good strategy because conviction is a very important factor when it comes to copy trading. If someone has more conviction in one token and they put $10,000 into it, and the tokens that they are buying more with are doing better, and the tokens that they are buying only small amounts with that they're not sure of are not doing good, then you really want to be buying more of the tokens that they are buying more. But again, that's up to your analysis. Next, you have your soul spending limit. So if I've got this set to 0.5 and this trader goes ahead and buys the token 100 times while I'm sleeping and tries to drain my entire wallet, which is very rare, but can happen if someone someone realizes that you are copy trading them, I can set a sole spending limit of 2 Solana. So after the 4th buy, I'm not going to buy anymore until he sells. And that can be something very useful to have, totally up to you. And then you have the option of whether or not you want to copy the trader sell, which most of the time you do. But there's sometimes when you're using your own take profit and stop loss strategy when you don't need to do that. So you can turn that off. Now, if you're watching this and you're like, I don't have a computer, I only have my phone on Telegram, don't worry. Setting all of this up on Telegram is exactly the same as setting it up here. But all you're going to do is come to Copy Trade. You've got all those same settings here: exclude tokens, buy only once. You've got your alert mode, you can pause all, resume all, turn on only copying the sell so you won't copy any more buys. And when you want to add in a new task or copy a new wallet, you just click add. That's going to take you to the settings, which is just like this, but just on Telegram. So you're going to come up, you're going to name the wallet number 1, you're going to send the message, and then it's going to be right in there. You can input the wallet address and just hit enter, and every time it's just going to add it into here. You can turn on or off turbo mode, which just gives you simpler settings just like you would here. So we'll keep turbo mode off for now, and then you can set your buy percentage. So let's say we set our 20%. You can set your max buy like we did before, which was 0.6, set our minimum buy, which was 0.2, and then we set our sole spending limit, which we have as 2 Solana. And if I just want to buy just the same amount no matter what, then I can set this to 100%, and I can come in here and just set this to whatever I actually just want it to be. My minimum and my maximum can be the exact same thing, so no matter what, I'm going to buy that amount. And then I've got my sole spending limit, and that is how you would set up these exact same settings in Telegram right from your phone if you don't have a computer. Very, very easy. So now the next setting you'll see here is buy dip. Now this is very, very interesting to me. So this is what I do. I like to trade with traders who are holding tokens for a long period of time, high market cap tokens, and they have a high win rate. Those are the 3 things that I look for: high win rate, long hold times, I'm talking hours, and high market cap tokens. And what I notice is that when they buy, usually always the token dips before they sell. And in this case, they actually lost on this trade. And I was copying them, I believe, on a 20% dip. So they bought here, and I bought right around here. And while they lost money, here was my buy, I ended up actually making a 12% gain on that trade. And that might not seem like a lot, but if you're trading with 1 to 2 Solana, then that's $24 depending on the price of Solana. And that's quite a small gain. I'm looking to get 30 to 40% gains using this strategy depending on the trader. But honestly, if I have a 10% ROI overall and I'm spending a lot of money, then that's fantastic. So one of the updates I was alluding towards earlier was that Trade Wiz has now added in the ability to be able to buy on a dip. So for example, instead of just copying my buy and copying my sell, you could analyze my trades and you could see that, okay, usually after Sean buys, there's usually at least an 8% dip before it goes back up for a win. So instead of copying him here, you can copy on a 5 to 8% dip. Let's say you did 8 and you caught the bottom nicely. You'd come up for a 24% win while I only made 12. This is an advanced strategy that you need to learn how to do and how to look for the right traders. So if you want to learn, head to our YouTube channel and come down to this video, the absolute best copy trading strategy for beginners. It will show you exactly how to execute this strategy perfectly step by step. For now, if I was trying to copy trade myself, or you were trying to copy trade me on an 8% dip, then you would come in here, you'd select buy dip, and you'd select this here for sure, because this means that if I buy the token and you are waiting for an 8% dip, but I sell here, then you're not going to buy here, because then there's no sell to copy and this token could just keep going down. Also, if the token never does dip and it comes up for a win and never hits the 8% dip and I sell, then you're not going to enter that token and you're just going to skip it, and that's fine. So in this strategy, for me at least, I keep this checked. When it comes to duration, I don't need a duration. I'll put it literally 11 days because I just don't want the dip to time out, and I'll set my dip to minus 8%. Now, why this is so incredible, why Trade Wiz has changed the game with this update, is not only did they add in the ability to buy a dip, and by the way, I did hit them up, hit their devs up and beg them to add this. I sent them a lot of videos on what I wanted and they actually added this. So thank you for the team for doing that. But what they did, which I didn't expect, which was really, really cool, was that you can actually have a positive percentage change. Now you're probably wondering what the point of this is or why this is so good. Well, if you know anything about copy trading, then you know that the enemy of copy trading is slippage. So if you're copying someone and they buy here at 7.6K and they shoot the price up all the way to 9K because they are buying with a big amount and they have a lot of people copying them, then if you were to copy their trade, you're going to be getting in at an 18% slippage. That means you're going to be entering the trade at an 18% higher price than they did. So if the trade continues on and they end up selling here, for example, then the size of their sell as well as all the other sells that are triggered from other copy traders is going to dump the price about 14%. So you're not going to sell till all the way down here, meaning that the person you were copying just made 21% and you copying them just lost 11%. This is why most people lose money in copy trading, because they don't understand this concept or know how to make it work for them. That's why I buy the dip, and that's why I use a very small slippage. So if I set my base buy slippage to be, let's say, 2%, because that's only price that I'm willing to get into the trade, then what's probably going to happen here is my trader buys and the price is going to shoot up 18%, and then Trade Wiz is going to see that it's past my 2% slippage and I'm not going to enter the trade. This is okay because it's going to protect me from losing 11%. But what it's not going to do is allow me to make any money unless I can get into this trade super fast. Maybe they bought with only $10 and they have no copy traders, so I can get in like here, in which case that wouldn't be so bad because I'd end up making 18% on the trade if I had really high speed. But the problem is, until now, is if you skip the trade because of slippage, then that was it. The trade was over. So if they bought here and it jumped up 18%, it went way past my 2% slippage, which is absurdly low. I mean, to be honest, 5% slippage would be normal, even though most people use a lot more. Even if it went past my 5% slippage, I would then skip the trade. So if they came here and they held the token throughout the life cycle of this trade and they decided to sell all the way up here or something like that, then not only am I not going to be in the trade, then I'm going to miss out on this trade. And if it went much higher to the hundreds of thousands of market cap, then, you know, I missed a huge opportunity. But that all changes now, and it's honestly going to change copy trading forever. It's such a new feature that I really need to wrap my head around the best ways to use it, and I'll be coming out with a new video on that soon. So definitely subscribe to see that. But if I'm like, okay, I'm on copytrader.com, I've got this trader, I'm using the trade simulator, which is hyper realistic, and the trade simulator is showing me that if I enter at a 2% slippage, which is absurdly low and usually not possible without this new feature, then I can get a 7% total ROI. And that's pretty good. But if I have a normal slippage, something like even 9%, 10%, which is what you'll usually see with most traders, then I'm going to lose money. So in that case, I'm only willing to get into these trades if I can get in at a price of 2% or below. So now I can input that here, set up whatever slippage I want here, and then instead of being subject to either the make or break of traditional slippage settings, where if it goes past your designated slippage, you don't enter the trade, I'm not going to enter immediately at all. And I'm simply only going to buy the trade if I can purchase at a 2% higher price than my target wallet. So if they buy here, which on the price chart is about 0.756, and I've got my settings here to say, okay, I'm going to buy the dip on a positive number, which technically isn't buying a dip, but I'm just setting that I'm only willing to buy this token at a 2% higher price than my target wallet. Then what's going to happen is they're going to buy, the token's going to go up, and once it comes back down and it hits my designated price of 0.774, then my copy trading bot is going to trigger the buy, in which case there's not even any slippage. I might actually end up getting a better price than my target wallet. So let's say that I end up buying here. My target wallet bought here and sells up here. So now I don't miss this trade. I enter around here and they sell up here. So I have a chance for a 38% profit with downward slippage, probably a 20% profit. That is not bad at all. So if a trader has a high win rate and these volatile tokens are coming back to their entry price, then this setting can change everything. Now, once again, I did not expect this from the team. I expected to be able to enter on a dip, which is what I do and is what you can do now with Trade Wiz. But knowing now that you can enter not only on a dip, but on a positive number. That changes everything. And I'm going to be coming out with a new video soon on how you can use this to make gains in copy trading, even when the market is doing so poorly like it is now with Solana at $140. But yeah, that's just very, very interesting. But for now, let's assume I choose an 8% dip, and we'll go deeper into this in another video because it was going to take a long time. But I just wanted to touch upon that new feature, something that right now only Trade Wiz has. So you would know just how powerful it is, and you can go start to experiment on your own, start to look at charts and start to see, how can I use this? And again, if the trader sells before the number is hit, then you don't enter the trade anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, let's move on. So the next setting is the DEX pool. Obviously, usually you want to buy pretty much on any DEX. If you don't, then you can unselect whatever you want. Then after that, you've got your slippage settings, which are what we set up in the trade settings. If you did not edit them here, but if you want to edit them here to have unique slippage settings for each trader, which you honestly should based on your analysis things and trade simulation to see like kind of what slippage you need to actually make money with a trader, then you can change those here. You can put on anti-MEV, you can change your fees, you can add tips, whatever you want. All right, then we have the next set of settings, which is market cap filters. You can say, okay, I only want to enter tokens which are above a $50,000 market cap and below a $500,000 market cap. You can have any combination of those, or you can leave them blank. You can say the token needs to have a minimum amount of liquidity, which honestly is a good idea just to protect from tokens which have no liquidity. You can set a minimum and maximum token age. You can set a trader buy limit, which will say, okay, I'm only going to enter a trade if the trader buys at least 0.1 Solana, and you can have a maximum of less than 10 Solana. So in case they start buying with pennies, you won't be copying them. Honestly, I do use this. I'll say like 0.05 just to protect myself. Possible traders trying to do something silly like buy with a few cents 100 times to shake off copy traders, which again is rare, but why not protect yourself from it? You can set how many times you want to buy each token. So let's say I only want to buy each token 2 times in case you find a trader who's buying here, buying here, buying here, then they're buying here and buying here. Let's say you set it to 2, then you're only going to buy the first 2 times that they buy. But if they sell here, then you can select this setting here, which says buy times reset after sell. So if they sell everything, then you will sell everything, and then you will be able to buy the token 2 more times in case they start trading the same token. And this is particularly good on traders who are swing trading tokens that are lasting for a long period of time, going up and down, up and down. I trade with traders who will swing trade the same token dozens of times, and if I only want to buy each time they buy it once, and then when they sell, I'm ready to buy again, then that's why I would use these 2 settings here. And you can set an auto retry in case the buy doesn't go through. And I honestly do this even though the buy usually goes through, but you know, it's just good to have in my opinion. You can choose to have no duplicate buys from the target wallet, which is just another way to protect yourself. If you only want to buy 1 time, I'm going to leave that blank. So here you can choose to be able to buy unrenounced tokens or unburned tokens where the liquidity has not been burned or not, or you can deselect these so you won't buy any tokens that are unrenounced or that the liquidity has not been burned. Now when it comes to sell, you can copy the sells proportionally, meaning if the trader sells everything 1 time, they sell 100% of the tokens, then so will you. But if they sell 10% here, another 50% here, and then the rest here, then you will do the exact same thing. That's what sell proportionally would do. Or you could deselect this and say, okay, I want to sell 100% of the tokens on the first sell. Or you could select this and then say, I want to sell 80% of the tokens on the first sell. It's very customizable. And if you want, you can only copy the sell, which means you would not be copying the buy. This would be for something like an advanced tactic where you're on the same wallet and you're copying the buys from one trader and then copying the sells from this trader. And you can set an active period here, which honestly is something that I don't use, but you can say, okay, I only want my bot to be going during my waking hours and I want it to stop trading at night. That's something you can do when you're first testing, but once you have confidence in a trader, honestly, I don't use it. Okay, next we have our auto sell profile. So this is where you can add a take profit and a stop loss. So if you're trading and you buy the token here and you've got a 10% stop loss, then if it starts to come down, you will sell. I don't typically use stop loss unless it's above 50% because these tokens are so volatile. But if you want to have a take profit of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever percent, then you can set that. It can be very helpful if the tokens are going up and then down and up and down, and they are selling for a price that is a little bit lower than the local high. So all you need to do is you can set as many of these as you want. You can just add more, and you can say, let's sell 25% when we hit a 100% profit. Let's sell another 25% when we hit 200. Let's sell the remaining 100% if we hit a 300% take profit, as well as copying the trader's sells just to maximize our profit. And then if we want to add a stop loss, you could say at -50 we will sell 100% so we don't hold on dead tokens. Trailing stop loss could be like, okay, after we get to 100%, let's sell if we come back down 25%. So in case it just keeps going, we can hit our main take profits if they are higher than our trailing. But if it does start to come down, then we will sell for a positive gain. You can choose to sell if the dev sells. Now this is an advanced tactic. Usually I'm not trading new tokens, so I don't really use it. You can choose what amount. If you want to sell any amount, like 50% or whatever, you can do that. You can choose to sell after a time period, like after, let's say 600 seconds, let's sell 100% no matter what. I don't use that. I don't use either of those. And then you've got your basic trade settings, which we talked about here. So that is it. Those are all the settings. All the settings can also be found in the Telegram bot, so you can edit them in any task at any time. Once you save and hit create, you can come in here on the go and change your settings at any time. And now you are copy trading. Now, anytime your trader buys a token, you're going to buy it. Anytime they sell, you're going to sell. If you have a dip set, then anytime they buy, it's going to turn on your dip automation. If it hits your percentage, you're going to buy, and then you're going to sell when they sell, or at your take profit or stop loss. Now, what I really love about Trade Wiz are the notifications. So this is on my computer, but this is Telegram. This is exactly what it's going to look like on your phone. So when you come down and you set everything up, when you get a buy, it's going to alert you on your phone. You're going to get a notification, assuming you have notifications turned on. It's going to tell you detected a buy copy trade from the trader, whatever you name them, how much they bought, what the wallet is, what the price they entered, what the token was, how much you bought. In this case, it was 0.2 Solana. What was your buy price? And then it's going to show you your average profit and loss. You can refresh that at any time. You can see the token moving. You can see your profit and loss at any time. And at any time, you can sell 100% of the token right on your phone. So you can be sitting at the beach, see these notifications come up, and just sit there and make money. In this case, I triggered my auto sell limit. I hit my take profit. It told me, sent me a notification, came down, told me the current price, the trigger price, and that this transaction was successful. And what I love about Trade Wiz is then you get these cute little profit cards. So it shows you how much you invested and what was your total gain. And that includes fees. So in this case, I invested 0.2 Solana. I hit my take profit. I sold for 0.234. So I made a quick $5 on that trade. This was a nice little set of trades, had nice 4 wins in a row. It was really nice testing this and using Trade Wiz, using the setup that I was using, and it was working very, very well. I always recommend testing with a small amount like 0.2 before you start to up your buy size. But for a case like this, when you're starting to see consistent wins, you can start to buy with more Solana. But that's it, guys. That's how you set up Trade Wiz. That's how you get going. It's as simple as that. In the Telegram app, you can see all of your holdings at any time by simply coming to the home setting, opening up positions. We'll show you all your open positions. You can sell them at any time, or you can do that here in the portfolio section on the web app. And again, they're just completely interconnected. It's a fantastic interface. And I must say that Trade Wiz, for anyone who does want speed out there, it is extremely fast. It's one of the fastest free copy trading bots out there. I know this anecdotally, but many people have done speed tests on YouTube, and it consistently shows that Trade Wiz is one of the fastest copy trading bots on Telegram and in general. It's a really, really fantastic trading bot. So if you want to check it out, then check out the link in the description of this video. And if you want to find really good wallets, this video has gone long, so I'm not going to go over that now. I'm not going to go over how to buy the dip and all of that. You can learn all that on our YouTube channel. You can head to copytraderr.com, where we have the best tools for copy trading on the Solana, BNB, and Base networks. We've also got Ethereum. We've got the best tools. You can find your own wallets. You can simulate copy trading. You can check out daily wallet drops of profitable traders that are all filterable. Check that out at copytraderr.com with 2 R's. And look forward to my next video where I'll dive even deeper into Trade Wiz and the new features, the ones I talked about before, where you can set a positive dip buy. I'm going to play around with that, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can use what types of traders it will work with. So make sure you smash a like on this video, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And thank you all so much for being here. If you have any questions, drop a comment in the comment section below. I always respond. I'll be happy to help you however I can. If you want to join our community, then the Discord link is in the description below. We're talking copy trading all day long, and we have the most successful copy trading community on Discord. I'm very confident in that. Our users are making consistent gain regardless of the market conditions. So that's it. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.